Okay, this video is like about fashion and clothes and stuff like that. I notice a lot of people are materialistic. Like, it's this person. I'm not gonna say where I experienced or heard this from because then somebody gonna say I'm gonna be throwing shade and then all this other shit. But yeah, it's people in general that's really materialistic, and I'm not really a person that's materialistic. Like, people find it like important, like, oh, this costs $70 here, this is name brand, this is that, is one on the other, and then I just don't understand like the point in like caring how much something costs or the name brand. If it looks good, it looks good. To me, when I heard, like, people don't understand like how important Sierra is in my life. Like, I am not a stain. I'm not, if you know, like, I don't live my life through Sierra. Sierra is not my life. She's very important to my life. I'm not gonna kill nobody for Sierra. I may argue with people occasionally, and that's only when I feel like her credit is not being given like it should be. Like, if somebody trying to discredit for her or try to say she's untalented when she's multi-talented or whatever, they try to overlook her, then I will say something or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not crazy like that, about how all these people are. So I don't call myself a stain. I'm just saying I'm a loyal Sierra fan. Death do us part. Yes, I do mean that. It doesn't mean that, I'm going to die for her or anything like that. It just means that, if I'm a fan of somebody or I'm a friend of somebody, I'm a friend to somebody to the end, I'm ride or die. So I'm not going to never stop being a fan of Sierra as long as she is who she is. So anyway, with that said, like, her song on the evolution, Getting and Fitting, and it was an evolution of fashion. Like, it really made me think. It really put stuff into perspective. Like, when she was saying try something different, I'll show you how it's but let me find the lyrics because I really can't remember. I haven't listened to the evolution like so long. But let me quote the lyrics in that song. It really got to me. It really made me think. I be forgetting stuff. That's a mess. Oh. Well, the whole song, really, everyone wants to be like the other. Look around and you'll discover. Take a chance and try something different. That's the part that got me. Take a chance and try something different. Don't be scared, you might make a difference. It's like, people should try new things. People should, take a chance, try something different. You never really know something until you try it. Like, you missing out on stuff if you never tried. You can't say you don't like something if you don't try it. And like I say, some people might call you crazy and they may laugh at you and say you a fool, but you can't care what they say because before you know it, they'll be following you. Like, oh, Sierra be speaking the motherfucking truth, and people don't even be realizing that. And it's a fucking mess. But she be speaking the truth. Like, I tried stuff in high school or whatever, just fashion-wise, and people were following me. People, like, they may have laughed at me at the beginning, but at the end of the day, they looked up to me and my fashion sense and stuff like that. And it's like, people should try stuff. Like, you never know. Like, people may laugh at you now, but later on, you might be the shit. Like, I mean, I don't know. Sierra just speaks the freaking truth. And then on the evolution of fashion, she was talking about, like, it's not about the price or the tags, or whatever like that. She was like, it's all about how you rock it or something like that. I really can't remember the lyrics, but, like, that is so true. And it's so important because people now these days, they so stuck up on, oh, this costs $100. This costs $100, $100 here, $100 there. This is name brand. This is Rocawear. This is Gucci. This is Louis Vuitton. This is Prada. Because that's what people wearing now. They're not even on, like, what people used to wear, like, regular clothing lines that was expensive, like Rocawear and shit like that. They on all this other shit. And they're like, oh, this is that, just went on the other. And it's like, it's really not that serious because when you think about it, you buying this expensive shit when the cost of them making it or the material is like $5. And then potentially they got people in a sweatshop working to make those clothes. I said potentially, not all the time. And you buying this stuff that you paying $100 for, but they making it for like $5. And the people that's working for it is like making like pennies on a dime, possibly. Or not, believe me, not as much as what you paying for to get the clothes. And it's not even that serious. Like, people is like so crazy over, oh my god, it's name brand. Oh my god, it's $100. Oh my god, it's $70. And then what happens when you spending all this money on all this clothes and then something happens? You think you got money now, you lose your job. Okay, what do you do then? Where is your money for a rainy day? You spending all your money on investments. You think it's investment as buying you some clothes, but you can't sell them clothes back. You're not making no money from selling them clothes back. when clothes get worn out, what do? And it's like, it's just so crazy how people are just so stuck and hung up on like, oh my god, this costs this, oh my god, this is name brand. Like, I don't care. Like, I've shopped at every freaking place in the world. The only place I probably haven't shopped at is H&M, because I went in there with my friend. Like, he was so stuck on that place, and I didn't really see anything I like. Like, a lot of people follow trends, they follow fads and stuff like that. I did that some time in my life. I'm not gonna act like I didn't. But a lot of people will do stuff because everybody else do it. Like, my cousin went to the store and he was like, you should get this, you should get that. It was only because everybody else was wearing it. And he saw like Aristotle or something like that, or it was like American some crap, and he was like, he was like, Dave, you should get some stuff from here or whatever like that. But it was only because it was popular at the time. It was only because everybody in their mom was wearing that. And I'm just like, why people always gotta follow stuff? Try something different, you know. It's not about the price or nothing like that. Just, you know, and if it's nice and you like it, wear it. Like, what's wrong with you buying something and it's not necessarily super expensive? I mean, the point is, it's fashion. Fashion is about fashion, about how it looks. It's not about how much it costs. But people don't think about that. They just so hung up and stuck up on like the stuff being name brand and how much it costs, and it's just freaking crazy. It's just, and it's materialistic. It's stupid. Like, I've shopped at Macy's. I shopped at TJ Maxx. Like, cause I don't really shop there. My parents shop for me because they buy the stuff. Like, I don't have like, you know, I'm not Bill Gates. I'm not Donald Trump. I don't have money out the ass. I don't have my own money. And then people will probably say, "Oh, you're lazy." There are no jobs in Detroit. I don't know where people plan to get on jobs in Detroit. There are no jobs in Detroit. There are jobs in other cities. It's not in Detroit. And sometimes I try to go to those cities, but sometimes I can't reach them. But there's really no jobs here. So I don't really know where people think, you know, you're going to get the money from. And other than that, if I don't have a job, where am I going to get the money from? I'm not about to sell drugs. So I get what I get. But I've shopped from Macy's to TJ Maxx. We went to this other inexpensive place. I can't remember the name of it. I went to K&G before. I shopped at some outlets like later on in life that was kind of expensive or whatever, but I don't really do outlets. I just shop at the mall, whatever. I really can't remember where else I shopped, but I shopped a couple places or whatever. I got some shirts from like Kmart or whatever, and some from Target or whatever. And like, what is wrong with that? I don't understand. Like, if it looks nice, like, what is the fucking problem with you get some clothes that may be inexpensive? Like, I mean, is it really that freaking serious? Like, people is just, like, I just think people is crazy, and I think it's, like, ridiculous, especially in the shape that the United States is in now. Like, you got money to buy all these clothes. You don't have money to get you a house, to get you a car, or, like, all these people be so freaking, what they call, geared up, and then you don't got nothing else. Like, the money that really matters, like, or money for other stuff, you know, it's ridiculous. But I used to like always shop at Macy's. I remember I got the Sean John jacket. It was like $70. It may not be expensive to everybody, but $70 for one article of clothing, like if you really think about it, is expensive. That was just a jacket. Who really wears jackets? It's not even like part of like everyday clothing. Clothing is like a shirt, some shoes, and some pants. That's clothing. A fucking jacket. This is not the jacket, but a jacket. This is like an accessory. Nobody really wears like jackets. It's not really necessary. So it was $70 for a fucking jacket. And I had like pants. It cost like $60 here, $70 there, $80 here. And I just had this, that, whatnot, and the other. And I was really stuck up back in the past. And that song really made me think, like, it's not about all that. It's not about the price. You know, it's really not. And then there's people that don't have, people that's poor, people that's struggling and stuff like that. And you bragging about, I got this, that, whatnot, and the other. And some people don't even have that. And you bragging over that. And like I said, like, the production cost of making that stuff is not even that much. And you really bragging and you really think you're doing something. But at the end of the day, you being kind out of paying tens and hundreds of dollars for these clothes that don't even cost that much to make, or the material is not even that much to make, and it's retarded. And I just felt like sharing that because, like, I don't know, I just think some people just really need to really think about what they really do. Like, if you're gonna wear fashion is not about how much it costs, it's about how it looks. So like Sierra said, it's not about the price or the tags, it's about how you rock it. And it is. And you don't know true fashion or style until you understand that. And that's really all I wanted to say. Peace, everybody.